What's going on, guys? Fun with Knives here, doing my second review of the day. This time we're looking at my Native 5 Lightweight from Spyderco. A great blade, gets some cool innovative features that Spyderco usually offers, and a review I've been kind of putting off because I hope I get everything right here. There's a ton to talk about, so let's get into it. We have a 2.95-inch blade length, a 4-inch length closed, and then a 6.95-inch length overall. With a weight of 2.5 ounces, so just an absolute featherweight for its size. So easy to carry. The normal Native 5 comes in G10. I think it weighs around 3.5 ounces, 3.7, so an ounce more, and this thing's great. Take a look at this blade here. It is a spear point instead of a leaf shape. I mean, they're really similar. I'll bring in my Spyderco Persistence to show you. So this is more of the leaf shape. Sorry, that blade's a little dirty. As you can see there's a little bit more of a pronounced thumb ramp, and this Native is a little bit easier to carry in my opinion because it is a little bit more rectangular when it's closed, so it takes up less pocket real estate. But I love this blade shape. I've talked about how much I love spear points before, and this is kind of a fat one at that. You got a nice swedge right here where that light's hitting. And that's what really identifies the Native to me, because a lot of Spydercos don't have that, and it's kind of its trademark for the Native 5th generation. I got the Spyderco logo there as usual, and this is a USA made Spyderco, Golden, Colorado, so excellent quality control. Some of their best ones are made either there or in Taiwan. And this has CPM S35VN steel, which is my best steel by far. Improvement over S30V. I mean, edge retention is just crazy on this thing for me, and I love it. And that's the main reason I bought this knife. I'm a little worried about the day that it gets dull. I know that day is going to be far in the future because this steel is that great, but I don't have the sharpening skill or utensils to get this thing back razor sharp. So, wish me luck when this thing gets dull, because I might have to purchase some better sharpening things and techniques. But overall, this blade shape is very effective. It's nice and thin. It is full flat ground, so an excellent slicer. So great EDC, grind, and steel there. This is a manual opener with the Spyderco Spidey hole, as most of them are. Very easy to open and very easy to close. You can't flick it really unless you guys are really good at it, because this is a back lock. One of my first, actually. And a very well designed one at that, an ultra strong back lock. I really hear it open, really click in there, and then the detent on back locks, especially Spyderco ones, is very good. You try to open it, the thing wants to stay closed, and then when it's open, it wants to stay open. You can't really make this lock fail. You got to put a lot of pressure back there to get that blade to fold. A good thing too is that this is one-handed still. It is one-handed opening, and then if you press the back lock, that finger control protects your finger and you're good to close it. So I'm actually a big fan of back locks in general. I'm kind of getting into them, and every time I buy a new Spyderco, I'm becoming more of a Spyderco kind of guy. So that brings us to this handle material, which is FRN, fiberglass reinforced nylon, instead of the G10 we talked about in the normal Native 5. Ultra strong plastic. Very cool. It's got the bi-directional texturing, just like my Manix 2 Lightweight does, if you guys seen that review. Same thing. You push your thumb this way, it pushes towards the center, and vice versa. I think they call it the volcano grip. Same kind of thing going on there. Very cool. It's got these series of ridged shapes that just really conform to your hand. And this thing, I would definitely put it in a medium size category. So you do get a 4-finger grip on this knife, and you got some of that Spyderco excellent jimping here on top, right above the thumb hole there, and it feels really good in hand. But the best feature of this knife, other than the steel, is the forward finger choil that we're seeing more and more. It's got that jimping here on the bottom. You want some more precise control, you just move your index finger there, and you get a little bit more security and just control over that tip. So this Native 5 Lightweight gets a whole lot of things right other than the pocket clip, and it has the normal spoon shaped pocket clip as the Persistence does. I'll keep rolling this one in. It doesn't carry very deep. It's very innovative. You throw your paracord through there. But I like the titanium Jeep carry things, the aftermarket clips. I was really into them for a while. I slapped this on the Native and it carries so much better. There's almost nothing poking out with how lightweight this thing is. I mean, it's just great, you know, everyday carry knife with that clip. So I suggest if you do like the Native, get an aftermarket clip. You'll like your knife so much more. Overall, this knife's fairly thin. It does have some kind of thick FRN scales, but I mean, there's no real need for any stainless steel liners in this thing. This material is definitely strong enough. It's got a nice strong lock on it, so that's where all your weight savings coming from. Your pod clip is 4-way repositionable though, so a very good feature of the Native 5. And the rolls that I think the Native 5 fits is just kind of a higher end EDC blade, especially in my mind. You guys know I'm a budget knife enthusiast, so this thing cost me $70, and I think that is an insane price to get S35VN. That steel is featured on custom knives, really high-end knives, and I know you don't have a whole lot of steel here. I mean, it's under 3 inches overall, but that steel is just superb. So at that price point, I think it is definitely worth it if you guys are looking for some better quality steel than, say, Aus 8 or, you know, whatever your favorite steel is right now. This will probably blow it out of the water if you can resharpen it. So EDC blade, absolutely a medium-sized one for sure. With this deep carry clip, definitely a good office carry, kind of out in public where no one can see it. And even if you do wick it out, it is unintimidating because it opens fairly slow. You can't really flick it out there. You can even open it two-handed to make it seem even less intimidating. And you can take 2 hands to close it. So I think this is a great EDC/work knife. Probably not the best for backpacking with its closed construction, but I think it would suit fine out there as well. And I think this thing comes in some different varieties. It has a combination edge. It comes in obviously the normal G10 version. I think it comes in even a pink one too. So the Native 5, great innovative knife. I suggest you guys pick one up. It'll get a solid 8 out of 10 for me. And thanks for watching, guys. As always, like and subscribe. Tons of more knife reviews and discussions coming up. So stay tuned.